Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. I am Ayo Adams, and I'm walking you through the happening in the world of sports, the world of football, all across. And we're starting with the Nigerian news. Then we move into the Champions League that just concluded. And we'll start to talk about the championship, the Continent Championship, the European Championship, the Copa America, and Nigeria's friendly. Then we move into tennis, basketball, and finally boxing. So first on the headline today is the Nigerian friendly against Cameroon that was played in Vienna, Austria yesterday. And the Super Eagles lost 1-0. Well, some will say due to injuries and some will say due to Cameroon performing better than Nigerians. And I have in the studio here with me, I have Ebi in the studio here with me to discuss the lowdown on the sport. Ebi, welcome to this.
Thank you, good morning.
All right, then so let's start with the game against Cameroon. How do you think the absentia of some of these key players was what caused the loss, or we were just not good enough on the day?
Well, I think first of all, it was a friendly game, like you said, and there's really no need for excuses because from the game I saw, I was actually excited that it was a friendly match, because if it was a competitive game, that means it would have been doomed for Nigeria, because I think the players really played with complacency. I did not see the passion, the energy. I think with the excuses that the top players were not there or were not started, that should not even be there, because for Cameroon, their key striker, Choupo-Moting, did not start till later on. But they had so many players. I think probably they underestimated Cameroon. They had the likes of Ekombi from Lyon, and there was also Anguissa from Fulham. So many other players who they might not have expected. And you know Onana is on FIFA ban. Yes. Their goalkeeper was something else, and he had so many important saves. So I think the only thing I could pick from the Nigeria game is, yes, probably Moses Simon has the ball control, because there's so many areas where he proved decisive, just that he was able to get the goal. So I think Nigeria needs to work on so many areas. And for the substitutes I even saw, some of them should not have been there, like Ozon Wafo. This whole season, he played 6 minutes. In the whole European season, 6 minutes, and he's invited. Wasn't coming in for Tijani was there. I think this Anthony Marcos. So there's so many other players I should not have thought would be there. Mikel Lagu wasn't even brought into the squad. So like I said, it's a friendly game. Genato has a lot to do. But the good thing about it is that MPFL player Anayo Wala, I think he's going to be an asset for Nigeria in the future.
Yeah, you just heard Ebi said it, and like she said, it's not supposed to be an excuse that the missing players are the cause that we lost the game. And we also, the Fulham player Anguissa was a goal scorer for the day, and also Cameroon were not with their full squad. Choupo-Moting did not start. So looking forward into the AFCON, what do you think? Let us know on our Instagram page. Let us know what you think about Genatro's lineup and how it's going to affect us moving forward into the competitive AFCON coming up, because this is a friendly game and this was a big test for the Super Eagles. I'm moving on into the Champions League. Well, the Champions League has ended and Chelsea were the winners of the Champions League, were the victors of the Champions League 2020-2021 season after defeating Manchester City 1-0. A goal from Kai Havertz assisted by starlet Mason Mount. And it's through Europe and through the world of football into a lot of loud noises and chaos as Chelsea fans, who are dubbed as the noisemakers, won the Champions League for the second time after winning the first time in 2011-2012 against Bayern Munich in the 4-3 penalty shootout. Ebi, Chelsea winning the Champions League, did you expect that?
Well, I think probably because of the head-to-head for this season, I think Tuchel had gotten the 2 victories over Pep Guardiola. Well, I knew, to some extent, I felt Chelsea were going to get the lead, because Guardiola just lost overthink. I think since he left Barcelona, when it comes to crucial games, he just overthinks things. If you look at that game, 60 appearances for Rodri and Fernandinho. That was the only match that none of them started. So 59 matches, so they all started. They both started, or one started. Yes. Then all of a sudden you felt Gundogan was the player to use there. I think he overthought it. And Raheem Sterling starting I think he should have used the normal approach he used to get victories over Leicester City, over Tottenham and all. That would have just been a conventional way to get victory over Chelsea. If he had started the likes of probably Mahrez, Foden, and KDB got injured, but the whole lineup was something weird. Yeah. So I think that's what was actually lost in the Champions League. But Chelsea were able to make use of the opportunity in the first half, and that's still the victory for them.
Yeah, Chelsea seemed formidable on the day as they put up a really good performance. And like she said, Pep overthought it. And that brings us to the next one. Did Pep overthink the final? Yes, he did. Like she said, 60% of City's game this season, 60 matches this season, Rodri and Fernandinho has played. Even after the Champions League final, there was a trend that there was a tweet that was trending and a hashtag that was trending, no DM, because Pep did not have either Rodri or Fernandinho in the game. So obviously everybody in the world knew that Pep overthought it. But let's not take anything away from that from Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel has beaten Pep Guardiola 3 times this season, Zinedine Zidane twice this season, Simeone twice this season, and also he has also beaten Ancelotti, Mourinho, and Jurgen Klopp so far this season. Is Thomas Tuchel a top coach? Is he a top coach?
Well, I'll say this season actually, it seems like Chelsea's first Champions League. It's almost the same thing. Yeah. When Di Matteo came in, they were, I think, 9th on the table. Same thing when Lampard left. So it's, I don't know if I'll say it's a fluke. I feel we should not overpraise him right now.
Okay.
In PSG, definitely he was a good coach. He took PSG to the finals for the first time in over 20 years. So he is a good coach. But what class? I'm still thinking about that because this is the first season with Chelsea.
Yes.
And I think he just picked up from what Lampard started. Because Lampard, yes, might have been having issues in Chelsea, but he wasn't all that bad.
Yes.
Because in the first season, he took Chelsea to Champions League, even with young players, Tammy Abraham, so many young players. But before he left, he bought world-class players. There's Chilwell, there's Thiago Silva, so many, Timo Werner and all. So this was him just improving on what Lampard set up. So it really boils down to if next season he can win the EPL.
All right. Now we've seen what Thomas Tuchel has done. He's done quite a lot for Chelsea, and like Ebi said, he didn't really do too much. Lampard had already had a team in place with top players that he just came to enact so much more tactics and playing style. And still moving on, still talking about Chelsea, we have Chelsea starlet man N'Golo Kante, who was the man of the match 4 times this season, was the man of the match in the second in the knockout stages, second leg of the knockout stages. He was also the man of the match in both legs against Real Madrid, and then in the final, he was relentless. AB, just one answer. Is Kante worthy of being the Ballon d'Or winner?
No.
All right, then you heard it from Baby. She said no, and more people after the Champions League final, you trended that people wanted Kante to be the Ballon d'Or ahead of Messi.
Sorry, I'll just say 2 sentences.
All right.
You can't give him the Ballon d'Or because of the Champions League performance. He's not even the PFA team of the year. They have so many other players who have performed a lot better than him. But in the Champions League finals and semi-finals, definitely he did wonderfully.
If France do well in Euros, do you think he would win it?
No.
All right then. And then moving on, we move on straight into the Euros. The European Championship is starting in a couple of days' time. 11th of June to 11th of July, Euro is starting up. And we have our top 6 teams lined up that we think might be the champions of Europe. We have France, we have Portugal, we have Netherlands, we have Germany, we have England. Who do you think would be the triumphants? We have France, who are doing excellently well. We have England, who have the likes of Jack Grealish and Bukayo Saka and Harry Kane. And we also have Portugal, that's where Ronaldo, João Felix and the likes are also there. And we have in Spain, we have Pedri, we have Olmo, Morata and Gerardo Moreno. They're also former winners, so they won the championship two years in a row, 2 consecutive seasons in a row. We also have the Devils, that's the Belgian team with Eden Hazard, Starman Lukaku, and also Kevin De Bruyne. And then moving on to Germany, we also have Germany, who are also contenders for the Euros. Now, Ebi, among all these teams I've listed, who is your top pick for the final?
I think it's the top one, but I think Netherlands should not be there because they have a couple of good players, but I don't think
they've been awful.
They've not been able to get it right. But I think there's a team you omitted, Italy. Italy are quite underrated.
Yes.
If you look at the combination with Ciro Immobile and Insigne,
it's
something. It's scary. Yes, they get so many goals together. So I think Italy should be amongst them. There's France. When I saw something on Twitter, it said when Deschamps saw the group he was in, he had to bring in Benzema because there's Portugal there. There's Germany there. So who is he going to play against if he's not using Benzema? So I think definitely France have to be there. Italy, but Spain might not just get it because Alvaro Morata is a basket. I don't know, something like that. He just gets a hat trick of missing goals and all. So I think for me, it has to be France or Italy.
All right,
or Belgium. Belgium too. Those three, yeah.
All right, then our viewers at home, let us know on our Instagram page, who do you think will be the champions of Euro come 11th of July? Is it going to be France? Is it going to be Italy? Is it going to be England or Spain? Let us know. And moving on, we'll move on into the Copa America, the South American Championship, which has Argentina and the likes. But then the developing story was that Argentina and Colombia were supposed to host the Copa America, but due to COVID rises and due to more COVID cases, it's been moved to Brazil. And some of the players are unhappy that their president actually accepted for the competition to be hosted in the nation. So some of them are planning a protest that they don't want to play in the championship, as Captain Casemiro did not come for his press conference. But then moving on, we were looking at the Copa America, and a couple of games have been playing for their preparation, as where Argentina played Chile 1-1 and Brazil beat 1-2-0 yesterday. So moving on, we have Argentina. Is this Argentina's time to overcome their fears of the Copa America? Ebby, I know you're a Messi fan. How do you react to this? Do you think Argentina, just give me a word, give me a sentence, do you think this is the right time for Argentina to finally clinch the Copa America with the likes, with the experience they have in the squad right now?
I think with Argentina, it is never certain, because it almost always looks to be the year for them, but it's never the year for them. They have so many teams that could actually dent their hopes. There's Chile. Chile always a problem for Argentina. There's also Brazil. So I think we might just not know. When Argentina had a team of big players, the likes of Palacio, Cambiaso, and Mascherano, that did not get them anywhere. Yes. But right now they have Lautaro Martinez Ocampos, some players who are doing well in their respective clubs, even if they are not world-class players as we would like them to be. I think probably when underdogs could actually become the winner. So probably this might be their season, since they have players who are quite young and doing well.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. We're still talking about the Copa America. We also have Brazil, who are the current winners. They won the 9th championship during the last competition, and we also have Uruguay, and they set up to win this time. They have won the most Copa America with 15 titles. And then talking about Colombia, who dropped their star left man for not being fit so much. That's Colombia dropping James Rodriguez. How would they fare in the Copa America? Let us know on our Instagram page. And moving on, well, we've entered the transfer season. In as much as the season finishes, we enter the transfer season where we see players move from one club to another club. We see coaches move from one club to another club, and we've seen this thing starting. And the club who has had the most play in the market, who has been dancing around the transfer market, has been Barcelona, as they've secured the signing of starman Sergio Kun Aguero from Manchester City, and they've also gotten back their boy Eric Garcia from Manchester City, and they're also looking to get DP from Lyon, who is a free agent. Also, they've also brought in Emerson, and Wijnaldum is also looking to come to Barcelona. But news reaching yesterday night that PSG is trying to hijack the deal from Barcelona. But we hope that, because I'm a Barcelona fan, so I hope that Ronald Koeman, who is going to be staying for another season, will be able to get the signatures of these players. And we also have Ibrahim Konate, who has also gone to Liverpool. But then still moving on, still talking about transfers and rumors, we have Felipe Coutinho is going to be offered back to Barcelona, since some of the fees for the transfer has not been completely paid. Arsenal is looking into Onana, and Kieran Trippier is also on the list for Manchester United. And you know, as the story goes, Manchester United are also back in the market for Jadon Sancho. Hope they will see him. Mourinho has requested the service of Granit Xhaka. And we also have Hakimi going to PSG, as Inter Milan has said is the player that they are going to sell this season. And moving straight into tennis, we have four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka as withdrawn from the French Open because of media boycott and threats of expulsion. The association threatened to expel Naomi Osaka from the competition due to the fact that she boycotted some media conferences. And she said she's been dealing with mental depression and anxiety for the past 2 years. And we had support throughout the world of tennis and world of sports, top athletes and top brands, even Nike, all through their support behind Naomi Osaka. I'll read out some of the things that they said. Nike said, "Our thoughts are with Naomi. We support and recognize her courage in sharing our own mental health experience." That's what Nike said. Grand Slam champion Serena Williams also said, "I wish I could give you a hug." And we have Stan Van Gundy, who said, "Just a question for tennis authorities. Is it better for your sport to have Naomi play and not speak to the media, or not playing at all?" And we also have two more reactions. One from a champion, a female champion from the tennis world. She said, Billie Jean King said, it's incredibly brave that Naomi Osaka has revealed her truth about her struggle with depression. Right now, the important thing is that we give her the space and time that she needs. We wish her well. And NBA starman Stephen Curry said, you shouldn't ever have to make a decision like this, but so impressive, taking the high road when the powers that be don't protect their own. Major respect at Naomi Osaka. Those are all the reactions, so some of the reactions from the response that Naomi Osaka gave after she withdrew from the Tennis Open. And moving finally to the court of the day is the boxing exhibition match between champion Mayweather and YouTuber Logan Paul, which is going to be happening this weekend, I think Sunday, which is going to be happening between those two boxers. And people, Logan Paul has been saying that he knows that Mayweather has all to lose, and we also think that Mayweather has all to lose because he's a champion, and Logan Paul is just a YouTuber who's been mouthing off. So that's all I have for you today on the sports segment of the weekend show. Abby, thank you for coming on the show. Wish to have you here more and more. And so please do follow us on our Instagram handle at The Weekend Show NG. Follow me on Instagram at Ayo Adams. Please stay tuned to The Weekend Show. There is more. See you next week.